All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Black Desert. So we're back at Pila jail. As you guys know, there are two Dehkia spots, and we're trying the other one today. And I just wanted to see if it was any better. I usually don't know if Dehkia spots are a little bit different. I know Dehkia Thornwood is because of like collision and everything, and people unironically get more trash loot at some. But figured I'd try this one out and see what it's all about. What I use is all out attack and the knockback one just because it's helpful. Other than that, if you have the demi-human damage one, the wild is probably also good. And yeah, I think that's about it. Let's dude, one day they're gonna have a unified thing where I just turn on everything at once and try elixirs. Pop in the Dehkia thing. Pop this for no reason. So the other spot I did, it's all the way at the like top. Basically, if you just keep going up the like staircase thing, you'll get it. Also, this spot is not good for Agris. I used it a while ago. It's like it just uses a lot of it. It's not really worth the time. So in case you're thinking about trying the spot out in the future, basically, if you're here, the silver you make is between like 700 to maybe a little bit over a billion, assuming you don't get a Debo neck or earring. That's what you're here for, along with the archaeologist map. If you're here for like Capris and the scrolls, you're probably better off just doing like normal Histria or grinding a spot for silver and just buying straight up what you need, like memfrags or whatever. So this spot, I don't think it's particularly good. You're just here for the archaeologist map and Debos, which that's what I'm here for. Yeah, just wanted to make another video on just like different two spawn areas, and realistically I don't think like one is better than the other, just how big are your AoEs, I guess. Also, I'll complain about this forever. Make the AoEs, you see how there's a red cone, right? Just make all the AoEs one color, because everyone who plays RPGs, MMOs, and stuff, we all know that the normal bad color is red, green is good, but they gotta make it all these different colors, like at Jade Starlight and everything, where it's green. Just make the universal red, and then it's good. I'm using demi-human, right? Yeah. Also, for the record, you could do this spot just fine with a standard frenzy if you wanted to. It's probably not going to make too much of a difference. The thing you really do have to worry about is just not getting knocked back and then CC'd by the others, which ultimately not too big of a deal. This spot could be grinded without full elixirs, whereas when I compare it to anything like Crypt of Resting Thoughts, similar gear score requirement or APDP, and it actually does feel a little bit scarier with the frenzy. So yeah, this spot not too bad. On like a 240% right now. Yeah, my average here is around like 20 in the limited hours I've been here, probably around like 23, 24k loot. But it kind of feels like Star's End in a way, where if you don't get like a rare item, the spot doesn't really feel that good. I think on average you could probably get like 40, maybe 50 scrolls in Capris an hour. Which actually, compared to normal Histria, where you can get like 60 plus, feels a little bit different. That's not the Traveler's map I wanted. I actually don't have any of the Archaeologist map pieces, so we'll get it eventually. I've always heard that the Archaeologist map was the one that didn't take the most amount of time. Like there's 4 pieces compared to 3 in the other ones. So there's a little bit more RNG, but the drop rate is, from what I've heard, a lot better, which is good. Also, from the other episode that you guys saw, that Debo that I got, the earring, we tried hitting try the tet on it, it failed. It didn't downgrade, so that's good, but it failed. I'll show you my journal. Yeah. Me enhancing Debo's 3 pen clicks, or we have 4 pen clicks, 2 downgrades, getting it back to tet. This earring journey has been kind of rough. But did you guys hear in the dev commentary thing that they did? They're coming out with the 5-piece set effect for Deboreka's, and they're adding a Tungrad set effect, which is good. I think that that's good because Tungrad accessories are still like relevant, because you use it in PvP, and I guess depending on how fast you can get your 200%, or like very close to it, it could actually be pretty decent. So I think it's more of like a niche thing, just so they don't make Deboreka straight up the best things. Glad to adding set effects. Maybe they should have added a little bit more AP on Tungrad accessories, but overall getting a 200 Black Spirit is pretty good. I'm pretty sure the ones that drop the Archaeologist map pieces here are Warders and the Deportees. For all of you who have it, how long did it take you? Not at like the new area, but just in general, the old spots. But I'm actually really happy they're like remaking some, nah, I guess not really remaking, but just like buffing endgame or old spots to be endgame ones. That way I could finally get all the treasure pieces eventually. I actually got the one at Crypt recently too, which I was very happy, so I don't have to be at Crypt again. Awesome. And now, I think after I get my pen earring, the things I'm gonna go for, probably a Tabex belt just for very specifically PvP, and then maybe accuracy accessories like either a Dawn earring or ominous rings. I don't know yet. We'll see. But maybe I'll just save for Fallen God weapons coming out later this year. I say that like it's easy, but I still have to get a lot of Debo earrings. Because this journey so far has been a struggle. 2 downgrades in 4 clicks, and then failed a lot of try-to-tets. Do we get another earring today? We'll find out. The only thing you really want to watch out for is not standing into purple cones. And even then, like, if you're over 401 DP, you'll be fine. That red cone took so long. I was like, wait, is it gonna go off? Grouping them up is easier in this spot than the other. I don't know why. Like, maybe it's just the terrain. Oh yeah, by the way, just in case you were wondering, the new Dehkia spot, Pila, this is what the stats you're looking for are. 1031 AP total buffed. That's pretty good. I know I could get more if I wanted to go like on a more glass cannon route. My belt, I could put the AP cup in. And I'd probably get 3 more, but will it matter? Probably not. Very minimally. It's not going to make a difference in my rotation. I'd rather play the defensive thing if like all the good stuff are coming out at endgame spots. I do think as people get better gear, like I used to have the blue cups in my rings, but like the HP starts to feel less valuable. since everyone gets more gear, so I switched to crit ones and I don't regret it. Also, I do PvP, so that's why having blue ones is pretty nice. I guess maybe when Debo rings come out, I never sold my blue cup, so maybe I'll have one PvP set and PvE one. Purple boy. You know, it'd be amazing if I could just get both of the archaeologist maps 2 in 1 in this hour and we were out. But either way, I'm happy. Even if I get like 40 of those scroll thingies an hour, that goes towards my enhancing videos. By the way, episode 13 will be out Tuesday, I believe. I'm like 0-13 on these, by the way. Oh, we got one. 1-13. Oh my god, we got the worst one again. That's like that is the same drop rate as map. Yikes. That's going to decay in my storage with all the other black stones we've gotten. Solid. Oh god, a lot of slams. Dude, I got excited. I saw something appear on the screen and I heard a cheer. It was just that. And not even the AP one either. Improve the buff bar when so I can actually see all my elixirs and stuff. Wouldn't that be nice? Dang, I'm kind of depressed. I got pure Blackstone. Wasn't even a good one. And that, we all know that has like the lowest drop rate. Purple boy. They're not grouping up. I do wonder how Succession would do here. I think Succession DK would be pretty solid. Oh my god, this pole is scuffed. What's the average? Like one every 30 hours or something for a map piece, and you got to get 2 of them from each area. Whenever Dehkia Sulfur comes out, we'll definitely try that one as well. Just wanted to make sure you could still get the map piece here. It would be pretty funny if I actually did get the Marnie research box here as well. Dang. I really hope that like just 5 spots for Debo earrings, and the only really good one is Olin's. That one is like average as well. Pretty sure that's the only scary pull. If you got hit, like CC'd by that and then slammed by like another 5 of them, your health will probably get chunked. Nothing good as usual. I wonder if anyone... I don't think it... Well, this spot hasn't been out enough for people to actually test it. But I wonder if Dehkia spots have a higher drop rate on, like, treasure items. I guess... It would, in theory, be easier indirectly because everything is easier. Like, everything just spawns and goes to you versus you doing actual grind, like, circles. So in theory, that should be a little bit easier. Oh my god. Multicolored cones. Another soiled. Another failure. Honestly, you know how they got rid of in like the demo spots? They got rid of the thing where you have to craft it. They should just get rid of that soiled as well and then raise the drop rate of regular sissels. It's not like those are worth much these days either, so I don't see why not. Ooh, Black Spirit Claw piece. I like those. Has anyone gotten a strike crystal from the unknown ore? And it probably is like the dumbest drop rate on the same level of like getting a treasure item or something, but I wonder if anyone's ever gotten. I do like all the stuff they give, like Trace of Savagery, Platinum Ore, and Rust Stones are all actually like endgame craft materials, so like those are actually really good. Unironically, it was a good event. Give me Devos and the Arc map. I would like to try to get both map pieces before Sulfur comes out so I could just do the new spot. But I think I have to do like 10 hours a day or something. I wonder what they're gonna do next. Like, if I had to guess, maybe like Dehkia Fogans and the other one. Or Dehkia Gahaz Bandits would be actually pretty nice. I don't know what they would do there. That would have to be like an XP spot or something. I do hope one day they'll actually add spots that are better than Gyfin for straight XP. That way people can, like endgame players can push to 67 and beyond. Oh, we're about to fail again? Let's go. Yep. In like 30 minutes. Time actually goes by pretty quickly here when you're grinding, like tower spots in general, not just this one. Like I know Thornwood goes by pretty quickly, an hour. History, went by okay. I think the grind spot that like feels like the longest hour would probably be Crypt. At least for me, that is. Maybe Giants and Cyclops. I just don't like the slow grinds. Even if they're like really decent silver. Like this game has been known for like fast-paced combat and everything. Like, and then I just don't like the slow grind. Dude, I'm still tilted. Like that pure Blackstone, that could have been a map piece. One of those I would rather have gotten nothing instead. Ooh, another one. I like those. For all the new costumes that come out, use that to add the crystal slot in it, I believe. Like you need 3 of them, combine it into the claw, and then the slot there. Ooh, that's a lot of purple cones. That would have chunked me a lot harder if I stood in it. Yeah, so of the 2 grind spots, I think I like this one more. The 2 Dehkia towers, that is. It's just like a more flat area, whereas the other one is kind of like on an incline, more or less. Game, just drop a Debo one time. Maybe a duo Debo. Ooh. I should make a video on what to do with these. Like, you can actually make costumes and turn it into crowns. I should make a video of that in the future. So for all of you who have like thousands of them, start preparing. Holy, that's a lot. Oh god. I stood in bad. There's still time, game. Give me a Devo. We'll be happy again. "22-ish minutes left. I'm about to drop a purple cone. Remove those from the game, Pearl Abyss, please. Increase the drop rate of normal thistles. Not even like I know it's just an old mechanic and drop. Like, dude, to 10 mil. Not even 10 mil anymore. Kind of wonder how much do I spend on elixirs and buffs and everything every hour. I would say tent buff is 50, church buffs is another 9, or I guess 6 if you don't get the XP one. Tent orange one is another 1.5 mil, or mil if you just do an hour. So let's just say that's at least 60 plus elixirs. I don't know, how much do I spend on elixirs? I wouldn't really recommend most people using Perfume of Courage if money is tight. Also, they're not easy to get. I don't know, maybe about 150 mil an hour per grind. I know a lot of like new players are like, wow, that's a lot, but realistically, you make the silver back to the point where it's always worth it. It's just like when you think about it, it feels bad, but yes, it is worth it. Popping fat buffs every hour. I need everything to group up again. Group picture. Clang of the Iron Fist fills the air. That means purple cones. Basically, when you see the thing that like has the text bubble, those are invulnerable for, and then they spawn as another one, and then they do the huge AoE swings twice. So that's what you want to work or look out for. That's probably the hardest hitting thing. Other than that, it's no big deal. How many scrolls have we gotten? 30 in like 45 minutes? That's not good. Everything's out to get me. Why are there so many jails in this game? This Thornwood prison. Pila jail. More Yona frags. Man, those are so worthless these days. The only thing I think people use it on is probably crafting the Debo earring from the Land of the Morning Light, like, craftable. And even then, that one doesn't even feel like it's worth it either. But you do what you gotta do to get those extra. 15 minutes to go. You wanna be Dark Knight with your purple flashy abilities? I kind of wonder why they made Succession like straight purple, whereas Awakening is pink purple. More failure. More failure. Alright, game. You might as well just hit me with another Pure Blackstone. I'll let that one run out of time as well. I think the faster classes could probably get like 27-ish thousand, 26, 27,000 loot, maybe more. Pretty sure Wusa doesn't even have to move. I should try it on my Wusa. It's like tagged. Stand next to this tower and AoE down everything. $50 Capris, 34 scrolls. Not bad. How is this place gonna give like garbage blackstones? Whereas Thornwood, you just get like 600 plus total an hour. This is like a, in theory, like a 700 gear score spot. Actually, what does the game recommend? Yeah, this game recommends 700 plus here. I think you can get in earlier than that. It's not a big deal. Like the only thing you really have to worry about is don't stand in purple cone. Don't get cleaved from the purple boy, the executioners. And even then, if you do, it's like it's not punishing. Just take a little bit of damage. The only like spot that like is really punishing is probably Olin's if you don't know how to do the mechanics. Olin's and maybe Crypt a little bit if you get CC'd. Every time I see a yellow item in my loot log, I'm just like, this could be anything, but it's not. They probably forgot to turn on the drop rate for the individual crystals that you can get from those unknown ores. Feels bad. See a purple AoE in front of you. Move out of it, and then move out twice. Six more minutes to go. Still time to give me a Devo earring. We get an archaeologist map piece in the next 5 minutes. I will buy pearls. Yeah, don't stand in that one. Another soiled. How much was that total? We got 21.8. I really hope this is not a repeat of our Histria adventure. 500 hours at Histria just for the Elton piece. Actually, I don't think it was 500. It's 500 for like the total thing, but pretty sure like at least 400 of those were going for the Elton. All right, I'll wrap this hour up once our elixirs go out. Could have gotten a map piece, but we got literally the worst pure blackstone I've ever seen. I've never gotten to AP one, by the way. I think I've gotten like everything but that one. $60-ish Capris, 70 if you count the dust, and then about 50 scrolls. Not bad. There's still time, game. We got 1 minute. Archaeologist map piece. We'll buy pearls. If we get a Debo, we'll tech click it. I'll buy EU crons. Alright, well, after this pack, I'm done. Or, I guess whenever buffs are about to be done in 20 seconds. Finish up this one. Okay, let's see. That was exciting. We didn't get anything good, but it's fine. We got almost 24,000 loot. I probably could have gotten a little bit more if I would just focus stuff a little bit more, so we'll just say 24k. 1 for 7. think. 100 each blackstone. 2 claws. I would say this is probably still less than 1 billion, but it is what it is. We'll just be here again more often. Best thing we got out of this was probably the Trace of Savagery and Rough Stones from the event. These are actually worth something if you do any sort of life skill. So yeah, that was interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to take a break, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.